and he will bring justice to the nations. He will not, okay, he will not cry. No, just put it here. Easy. Okay. Well, you have to look. So here it speaks about the description. He mentions here, where is it? Which is more, it goes more and narrow, specifying it. Sing the Lord a new song. His praise from ends of the earth. You have go down to the sea and show that and all that is in it, your islands and who lives in them. Let the wilderness and its towns raise their voices. Let the settlements where Kedar lives rejoice. Let the people of Selah sing. Remember these two names, Kedar and Selah. Watch this. Who is Kedar and what is Selah? Kedar is the son of Ishmael. So we know there is no prophet came from the lineage of Kedar.
Right.
Genesis, we go Genesis. Genesis 25:13. So Genesis 25:13. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael, listed in order of their birth. Nabiot, then who? Ishmael. So Selah likewise. Selah is a mountain in Saudi. Look, Mountain Selah. So what I'm saying, when you look to the proofs that why the Muslim believe Islam is the truth, and the Prophet Muhammad,
So the Prophet came for these people.
Yes, more specific but general for everyone. Yes. Here, Selah. So when you look how this prophecy, the Muslims and the non-Muslims agree that Kedar is the son of Ishmael, and they agree that no one made the Arabs and the people of Kedar, the Jews, like happy and civilized them except the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So when you look to the prophecies, he prophesies. Likewise the miracle of the Quran. And I ask this question to many people: if the Quran was just a normal book like other books, how this book has been memorized by 100 million of people who doesn't know speak the language of the book? Do you know any book like that? It has been memorized. There's no book like that except what? The Quran. And what is more miracle about the Quran, that when you speak to those who memorize the Quran letter by letter, word by word, some of them don't speak Arabic language. And even if they do speak Arabic language, some of them make mistakes in the grammar and the pronunciation. However, when they read the Quran, they read it perfectly. Example of that to make a picture clearer. Imagine you bring me English dictionary and I'm reading it perfectly. Then you say, you know what, let me bring you Shakespeare's poems. I'm reading it perfectly with the grammar, pronunciation. Then when I start speaking to you, I say, me no come in, no, me no go in. You think, no, Shamsi, you taking a mic. You know how to speak English. You just read Shakespeare's poem perfectly and English dictionary perfectly. And now you don't know how to pronounce the English words. That is the miracle of the Quran, which Allah mentioned 1400 years ago. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّنَّا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made Quran easy to be memorized, and that been mentioned 1400 years ago. That cannot be a statement of human being. That is statement of the creator of the human beings who knows about all of the creation. So sister, we look to Islam, without any doubt the foundation of Islam, two testimony. That I bear witness there is no one worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad the messenger of Allah. And sister, I always give this example to people in order for us to reflect and to understand why it's so important for us to worship our creator. If I give you £2 million as a gift, I say, you know, sister, I like you, it's a gift for you too. For you, £2 million, just go. What would you say to me, at least? Would you remember me all the time? Of course, £2 million, you buy a nice house, you know, thank you, Brother Shamsi, you pray for Brother Shamsi, £2 million is big money. Okay, now I will give you £2 million on a condition, give me your two eyes. Would you do that?
You can see it.
No, go. Because why? Your eyes is more valuable than £2 million, correct? What about the one who gave you two eyes for free? Why don't you thank him and remember him? You see what I'm saying? That's why Allah said in the Quran, وَإِن تُعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you try to count Allah's blessings, you will never be able to do so. So you already believe in one God. So now, you and I, we accept that we should be grateful to God, correct? We should worship Him. And now, should I ask you another question? If you want to buy a gift for your friend, would you buy a gift that you love or your friend love? Friend love. Likewise, you should worship the Creator the way He loves. That's why, based upon the Creator's wisdom and mercy and justice, He did not leave it up to our intellect to come to a conclusion how to worship Him. He sent the prophets and messengers. Allah sent the Quran, the meaning of the verse, that He sent the prophets and messengers in order for mankind to have no excuse against God on the Day of Judgment.
Why did He want to create us?
Now, what Allah wants to create us, Allah wants to show us His mercy and His love. Because what you have to understand, Allah has an attribute of creation. He's a creator, He's a merciful, likewise has other attributes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the reason He wants to create us to worship Him. Likewise, to implement His attributes. Likewise, in order for us to recognize one another. Likewise, to test one another. From Allah's attribute is mercy. That's why Allah created paradise. If you worship the Creator, you turn away from the devil and worship Him, you have paradise. If you turn away from Him, then from Allah's anger, create the hellfire. However, Allah mentioned the Quran, Allah will not punish anyone until the proof becomes clear to them. The fact that the universal science, the creation of God, likewise what the prophets and messengers came with, goes in line with each other, then it is upon us to learn and understand that, look, don't turn away from your Creator. Because Allah mentioned the Quran, O Muhammad, say to them that if you reject your Creator, then know the death surely will meet you, and you will return to God and will inform you. How many people left their houses and never come back? Nothing is guaranteed that this life except death, sister. So what do you think what I said? Does it make sense to you? Is it clear to you? You know that I should be grateful to Creator. So I will tell you, sister, there's one thing you have to understand. Sometimes people think I'm under pressure. When you go to the grave, and I go to the grave, and we don't know when, no one will be inside of you except yourself. Allah sent the Quran, لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادَ كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ وَتَرَكْتُمْ مَا خَوَّلْنَاكُمْ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِكُمْ. You have returned to us just as we have created you in the beginning, and you have left your wealth and everything behind you. You know, so if it makes sense to you, I'm inviting you openly to accept the truth and worship your Creator. Without any doubt, you want to have a relationship with your Creator. And the proof, that's why I keep telling you, if it makes sense to you, is it clear to you, then you should not let anything stop you. I know the Satan will come, I'm not ready, I can't wear hijab, I cannot do that. I always mention this example. If you have a cake and you eat all of it at one time, what will happen to you? You vomit, correct? In order for you to feel the sweetness of the cake, you take it bit by bit. Likewise, step by step. The first thing you learn, God's right over you. Then, of course, the prayer. Like, you know, whatever Allah legislated, sister, is good for you. And whatever tell you to stay away from is bad for you. Allah said, worship Him alone. That is good for you. When you bow down to your Creator and you are be grateful to your Creator, that is good for your body, physically and spiritually. Charity. Many people complain, sister. They say, why there is poverty? Why people are dying? Allah gave us a solution. Give donation and charity. We are paying singers ridiculous money just for them to come and misguide our young people. Okay? We pay footballs, someone who just running after a ball, million of money, why people are dying out of hunger. So is the problem with God? Is the problem with us? Problem with us. Correct? So can I ask you, what is stopping you to become a Muslim and submit to the Creator?
I just want to do things properly.
In what way?
The right way. I want to be able to study, to read, to ask.
Okay.
Once I feel it.
Okay, no problem. But what I will say to you, that doesn't, you accept Islam. I'm saying if the foundation is clear to you, then what comes after is going to come under the foundation. Understand? So sometimes, of course, you want to learn, but remember, me myself, I don't know everything about Islam. I'm not a scholar. Okay. However, I know the foundation is clear. When the foundation is clear, then you accept it. There's no problem. You should learn and learn more. But I'm saying, remember, there's always something you have to remember, that anything can happen to us. So if that is clear, then alhamdulillah. Understand? As for learning everything, then that comes after. Understand? So that's because out of experience, when I give dawah to people, that many times, one of the barriers, or one of the common barriers that stop them to accept Islam is that I don't know everything about Islam. Or likewise, I'm a sinner, correct? But I'm not perfect. You know, likewise, I don't know everything about Islam, but if the foundation is clear, it's better off to live with the keys of paradise than to not. Understand? But just, the reason I'm mentioning that, just as a word of encouragement, of course. Why? Because the Messenger of Allah told us, which Allah gave him the knowledge of the unseen. He said when the person wants to become Muslim, Shaitan, Satan, which is our enemy, try to stop you. If it's clear, then you should accept it. If it's up to you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can, I don't want to put you under pressure. Understand? It's everything up to you. نعم Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين رشد من الغي. نعم, there is no compulsion in the religion. The clear guidance became distinguished and clear from the misguidance. نعم, and Allah said in the Quran, وما على الرسول إلى البلاغ المبين. What is upon the messenger to convey the message. And if you see me like I'm very so eager for you to accept Islam, because the messenger of Allah said in the hadith, he said لئن يهدي الله بك رجلا واحدا خير لك من حمر النعم. He said to his companion, if Allah guide one person through you, it's better than the world, the meaning of it, better than the world and what is in it. You know, that's why the prophets and messengers, they came with what? لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. We don't want you even to thank us or to reward us. Why? Because the reward with Allah is greater than anything else. Okay? Inshallah. Where are you from, brother?
Me?
Yeah.
Back home, Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, mashallah. I can give you a leaflet. There is how Islam about women. And we have class today as well.
Yeah.
About for new Muslims, beginners, as well, even for the non-Muslims. Yeah. Yeah, there's three of them. Yeah. So about Islam and that. So what I want you to do, sister, make sure when you go away, because you know we are too busy here, without any doubt. Not here, I mean it speaks Konda. In our society, we are very busy. You know, sometimes the gas bill come, makes you forget about God. You know, electricity bill, the university, college. But remember, this is just diversion. No problem. Allah mentioned in the Quran that take your participate in the dunya without any doubt. Work to do something good in this world. However, that is not the main target. The main purpose is that the hereafter. This life is like a bridge. No one build a house upon the bridge. Sorry, correct? No, everyone use a bridge to cross from one side. That's it. This life is like a bridge. So you want to cross to the other side, and what you need on the other side is what? The foundation, believe in the Creator. Alright. Do you have any question you can ask? If you have any question or something?
We're around then you.
Inshallah ta'ala, no problem, inshallah. Yeah, inshallah. Alright. It was nice meeting you. Assalamu alaikum akhi. Take care, yeah? Alright. Barakallahu fik.